Do you not watch any of your work?
I like, I'll watch it sometimes. I think that the experience of, like, watching yourself on camera, it's mostly, like, you're seeing what you did wrong and also, like, why you're an unattractive person. It's mostly, like, that was bad acting, and I can't believe anybody's ever slept with me.
You're an actress, but you're also a comedian. There's a lot of comedy in what you do.
I am not an intentionally funny person,
Really?
First of all. I've never gone,
Have you taken an
I've never
improv
taken
class?
my thing to the Catskills, and I've never taken an improv class. So thank you for thinking that I'm funny.
I've technically died on 3 separate occasions, and I've met God. Dude loves me.
How did you prepare for Nikki on Orange is the New Black?
Mostly by just, like, getting high a bunch and then going to jail. I'd slept with some women. I definitely slept with a lot of men. And just, then I got the part and I felt really well prepared. I'm blown away by the success of the show. I'm thrilled about it. There's something about being with all women that it's like you're an equal. It's a very powerful thing because, of course, it makes you that much more creative and loose.
You go to front row at fashion shows, you do all that stuff.
I like anything that has an element of surreal, and there's something like particularly Fellini-esque about fashion people that you can't quite find anywhere else. Fashion people are very funny and also take things very seriously, which is a very funny kind of, they're very serious about fashion.
Yes.
Sitting next to Nicki Minaj at the fashion show was pretty comedic in its own way.
Did you get to talk to her?
Well, this was really my experience of Nicki Minaj talking. It was like this.
Okay.
Like the camera is turned this way to herself.
She's just taking selfies?
No, she's not taking selfies. I think she's more just like locking how it looks.
Yeah.
I think my small talk consisted of like, wow, so you're really looking at the camera, huh? And she was more
eyebrow
like,
pencils, am
she
I
was
right?
like, oh yeah. Yeah, I've seen the show. Like.
That's kind of amazing.
And I really enjoyed her.
Yeah.
And to me, it was a big dose. It was like I did not need to leave the house immediately the next day.
Do you like fashion people?
I love Alexander Wang. I think he's great. He's got a sense of humor on him. I think as somebody who grew up here in the city, I ended up accidentally knowing a lot of fashion people who are some of my favorite people.
Yeah.
And so I think that it was very much like from inside their world. In other words, like, it's one thing to be like a passenger in like Chloe Sevigny's fashion world. That's my best friend. I can go with her to whatever. But I think if I had to go at it alone, I would find it a little bit less charming and maybe not so friendly a place.
Do you have any style icons that you try to channel, like when you're getting dressed in the morning?
I'm more like, I've definitely played a game at time of more like, what would Nick Cave think is sexy? If Lou Reed was still alive and he saw me, would he want to sleep with me?
What do you think Lou Reed would want you to wear?
Just like something black and like less efforted.
So you dress for like
I do
cynical
like
rockers.
70s Charlotte Rampling, I think looked great. Just looks like easy. A lot of it is just practicality, which is like, I think it's not so cute or like sexy when like a girl is like getting a twisted ankle trying to find a taxi. You
don't believe that fashion
girls
is
who
pain?
are just like, oh my God, my Spanx. Like if I
Yeah.
have to hear one more woman say the word Spanx out loud like I just did, that doesn't do it for me. Like,
So what's sexy then?
what's sexy is like being able to like walk and be spontaneous and like move through traffic quickly and like, being comfortable in your own skin.
You seem like you're sort of like feeling comfortable with your career. Obviously, it's on fire.
Say so.
Now you're so wise. What would you tell your younger self? Any sort of advice?
Sheesh. I mean, my younger self is such a troublemaker. I'd say, like, keep your nose clean, stay out of jail. I mean, I wish that, like, I could have imparted to my younger self, I guess, to have more confidence, really. Like, and sort of, like, spend less time being self-conscious and, like, full of self-doubt. Being like, oh, I'm gonna be, like, a philosophy major, and I'm gonna listen to heavy music and read heavy books and watch heavy movies and wear all black clothes all the time.
That was your vibe.
And that was my vibe. So it was kind of like, I think what's tricky about that is like there's not a ton of space for like a celebration in that whole aesthetic.
Yeah.
Of like screw it, it's summer. And so I think in general I would have probably
Inject a little light.
Well, I would have injected a lot less in general, but yes, were I to still be injecting, it should have been things that were lighter.
Yeah.
Lighter.
If it's style, it's on the Yahoo app.